I'm sorry, but it's just funny to me to think about. But imagine being a grown ass man or a grown ass woman, right? And liking a show that's made for literal fucking preschool kids. Well, that's just fucking Bluey fans for you. It's honestly pretty weird when it comes down to it because, bro, who the hell is getting hyped over this show? Like, I can understand, liking something like Adventure Time or Regular Show or something like Johnny Bravo because, people grew up on that shit. But this show came out in, 2018. How the hell is anyone getting nostalgic over this? Like, there is no excuse for you to be a grown-ass man liking this show. Like, if someone's unironically actually, enjoying this as a grown adult, it pretty much just radiates that it's my comfort show energy. But today's topic is just, losing that bubble gut, aka trauma to these motherfuckers. Anyway, there's an article talking about it, so here's the article. Honestly, just reading this makes it fucking hilarious because, who in reality is actually getting mad at this? Like, I really want to know who in reality is just this sensitive. See, again, if you're an adult and you actually like this show, you are liking it for all of the wrong reasons. This shit is barely even 10 years old. An episode titled, Exercise, basically just showed a character losing weight and people are taking to social media to basically just, be pissed about anything because people on social media will be pissed about anything. Kids don't need to see parents hating on their bodies. Well, it's not really hating on your body, is it? Now, if the episode was like an average Gen Z person and promoting body dysmorphia, then yeah, I would understand why people would be mad at it, but it's fucking weight loss. I'm probably smarter than most of Twitter, so yeah, I don't really see the problem here. Losing weight isn't really that bad of a thing unless you look like fucking Jack Skellington, then yeah, that's a problem. And if there are some genetic disorders that, allow a person to not be able to lose weight or gain weight, that's whatever, really. I can't really control that. That's genetics. Yeah, but everyone wants to fight against their biology, so what do I know? The article then gets into pretty fucking stupid territory with this. A pediatrician working with young people with eating disorders commented that endorsing body checking, weighing, and negative comments about your body in front of your children does imprint on them and can contribute over time to eating disorders. Yeah, you hear that right. Getting on a scale and checking how much pounds you lost equals, a bad message for children. Also, I don't really know what's negative about telling your children to not really be, hugely overweight or whatever. Now, I'm not really going to judge a person if they're, overweight or whatever. Now, if it's super overweight, then, yeah, that's a huge-ass problem. Because, a little bit of chub here and there, dad bod level, that's not really a bad thing. But, you look like fucking Fat Bastard from Austin Powers, that's a huge problem. Also, I don't really know how that would cause kids to, develop eating disorders very early, but whatever. Again, I don't really understand how it's hating on your body if you don't really want to be hugely overweight. Kids don't need to be watching their parents hate on their bodies or exercise to get thinner. So what the fuck? Isn't that the whole point of exercising? To be healthy and fit and thinner? Although I will say, exercising to look differently isn't really a good message. For fuck's sake, most gym dudes only really, do a whole bunch of stuff just to look super lean and for aesthetic purposes, hence why a lot of things happen with them. In a world where everything is pretty much aesthetics, I honestly see the point that you shouldn't really be doing that type of stuff if you want to look different or good looking or whatever, because honestly, that stuff could backfire. In other words, if you're really trying to do that stuff just for aesthetic purposes or just trying to get with someone, honestly, just rethink your whole decision. In other words, do it for you and don't do it for other people. Let's not pass on the weight stigma and fat phobia to our kids. Yup. Well, I already knew it was gonna be shit. I already knew from the get-go it was gonna be shit, and then I read the word fat phobia and I automatically knew that this was gonna be garbage. Again, I don't understand how the hell this show has an adult fan base, but whatever, I guess. Look, if you're watching the show because you have kids and, well, you have to watch it, you have to watch your kids, obviously, you have to do stuff like that when you're a parent, that's understandable. If you're a grown-ass man or grown-ass woman enjoying the show, unironically, then it just gives off those weird-ass vibes. We could do better for our kids and break the negative associations of exercise with weight loss.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't really see any negative associations with that. It's just basic science, You exercise a lot, you run a lot, you're most likely gonna burn calories. That's just basic science at that point. Like, we're getting to the point where people want to fight biology so bad that they honestly come up with random shit like this. Again, it astonishes me how the show has the most "it's my comfort show" ass level of a fan base. Like, the mental gymnastics you have to do, right? The mental gymnastics you have to do just to try and get mad at something like this is just astonishing. Like, bro, Twitter people are a different breed when it comes down to mental gymnastics. Oh, well, Jeffrey Dahmer was a bad person? Well, they're gonna do some mental gymnastics and it's honestly gonna rot your brain. That's just how it works. But thankfully, the article actually lists off people with common sense instead of just hardcore Twitter warriors. Apparently, there was a hungover episode. I've never watched the show and I never intend to, ever in my life. You being triggered by your own issues is not the show's fault. Thankfully, someone has common sense. Thank fuck. You being triggered by your own issues is not a form of media's fault unless it actively is just trying to get you to do that. Why go deep into a cartoon about dogs? There's body positivity and also ensuring a healthy lifestyle. Thank God for the common sense warriors. It's days like these where I'm glad people still have common sense, which it's not really, kind of easy to find people with common sense nowadays. It's not the show's fault they're getting triggered over your own issues and actively getting mad at an episode promoting weight loss. Like, imagine, of all things, you get mad at a cartoon for portraying a healthy message because you're so sensitive or you're just so attention hungry, or both. God, people these days are just stupid.
One day I was born at the age of 4. My mama asked me a question. What the fuck are those? What the fuck are those?